cause I be bustin' the dope moves. But the problem stay the same. How you riding for the cash when you ain't riding in my lane? Shorty all about the paper, so your mixture look the same. In the game I play the lane like Eddie Kane, cause I be bustin' the dope moves.
In the history book.
I mean, I do got the jewels.
What I'm asking you is, you saying that black people was here as long as they was in Africa, correct?
I'm saying Obama edited every history book that put African American when that only exists in the 1980s or something like that.
Why we care? I'm trying to figure out where black folks come from, though. That's what I would.
I mean, if you go back and look at some pictures, they pretty dark.
So pictures is going to tell me
those Indians you talking about, they pretty dark. It's a lot of people that wrote. Christopher Columbus said that black people here.
So now you are saying that black people are not Niger-Congo speaking people, but they are Native Americans, correct?
No, that happened a long time ago.
What happened a long time ago? Which one?
The Niger-Congo speaking thing. I mean, that's documented.
So I'm just trying to wrap my head around this because you sound crazy. So I'm just trying to wrap my name around it. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. So you saying that we come from a river in Africa, and then we came to America?
No, it was just a certain area. I mean, it was pretty much like from Ethiopia they got moved into the area that we talking about right now.
Ethiopia got moved?
Congo. No, it said that those people was kind of born around the Ethiopian area, and then they kind of got kicked out. Not even kicked out, but moved to Niger-Congo area,
Are you calling being born and got kicked out being invaded?
I don't know what happened at that time, but those people was being moved around a lot.
Well, what you mean is that Ethiopia was once a gigantic kingdom, which would be certain different countries in Africa that surround Ethiopia that all was theirs at one time.
I mean, it sounds like people.
Piece by piece.
I mean,
until what is now Ethiopia is left.
To me, I'm smart enough to know if they say that that's where we came from, we probably around longer than that. That's just what they think. So I'm not as dumb as certain people.
So what I'm saying is this: who said who comes from there?
It says that's where the story that I'm telling you took place.
What story is that?
The Niger-Congo speaking people. Those people I'm telling you about.
But that wouldn't be the original black man, though, right?
Yeah, that would be him.
No, it wouldn't, because the original black man is found in Morocco, on the other side of the country.
The original black man that they be yelling about in New York and around here and stuff, yeah.
I'm talking about the oldest.
That's them.
I'm talking about the oldest black man ever found on Earth. It's on the opposite side of the continent.
I mean, I told you before, those people, they said there was some Indian-looking people with straight or black hair and straight eyebrows.
They never said that. That's a lie. You made that
Not Indian. Nah, more like...
Because I can't just keep... I'm talking
about they look like people from India. Like, you know that darkness they got over there?
But they got that saying, ain't no people on the earth darker than Africans. So
why you ain't let me explain myself? Because this is all real.
It's not real. Because ain't nobody on earth darker than Africans. So
I mean, I got books that say this stuff.
Ain't nobody on earth darker than fucking Africans.
You would question me.
Nobody, because you're a fool. That's why I question you.
No, because you're losing right now.
I'm not losing,
I know more than you.
Listen, y'all, Morocco is where they found the
oldest I said, it all took place in Ethiopia.
Period. No, Morocco.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, y'all, what he telling y'all is incorrect. So Morocco is where they found the oldest Homo sapien.
Before us is a bloodline older than us, and they look like. Now, I'm not saying they're Indian, because Brock won't cut me off. They just look like the people over in India, not over here. Over in India, but real dark with long hair and smoother eyebrows than us. So that's what a lot of people talk about. But after that, then they said it was the Niger-Congo speaking people, which was second. So you can read that in plenty of books. But anyway,
name one.
But anyway, well, I got.
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
call how Africans became Asians.
I'm gonna call this bluff,
Clyde Winters, Dr. Clyde Winters.
Listen, y'all. I'm gonna call this bluff. Where do the people in India come from?
Didn't I just say Africa? Didn't I say Ethiopia? And I'm talking about Ethiopia and them people is the same thing.
We ain't gonna let him do that, y'all. He just said they was in India first, then they went to Africa.
I did not say that. What the fuck?
Yes, he did. Man? He said India was first.
What the fuck, man?
He said India was first, y'all. I got all the same conversation.
That look Indian. I said the dude that like the dude from the dudes in India, but you take it as India. I said they came from India. Whatever, dude. But anyway, Ethiopian.
You just said it again.
Very close to India.
That's why he just said whatever, y'all, because he just said it again.
I didn't say it, man. I don't know what you're doing. Can I finish so people can at least get some knowledge instead of hearing you saying stupid stuff, man? Like I said 100 times, it was black people that was dark, like Brock talking about, like very dark guys, and they had long hair and eyebrows. So people Brock don't even know about.
So the whole entire population, the whole population of India was this one group of
weirdo stuff. He's calling them the Davidians and all this weird.
See, y'all, listen, y'all.
I'm telling you what they look
y'all,
like.
I didn't say none of that. I didn't say none of that, y'all. Dennis Ovens is not us.
That he talking about.
Listen, y'all, Dennis Ovens ain't us. So how could I have said that the people of India are Dennis Ovens?
Did I say them people was us? Did I say them people was us?
You just said I did. You just said I did.
No, I didn't. I ain't put no words in.
You just said Brock is telling you that these people is the Dennis Ovens.
This is the story that I gathered from information, not you, bro.
So what I'm saying is this.
This is from scientific articles and all, and scientists and historians. This ain't came from no niggas talking on their phones, my nigga.
You don't know about science, you fucking moron.
The second bloodline is called AB bloodline, which is Niger, Congo.
Listen, y'all, he don't know what he's talking
with
about.
With afros and beards, my niggas.
He don't know what he's talking about. AB bloodline? Are you talking about a haplogroup?
Yes, sir.
So you telling me? Hold on. I'm about to put him in the box, y'all. I'm about to put him in the box. What's the first bloodline called?
AB bloodline, bro.
AB is first? You sure about that?
Nah, that's last. That's the last digits, nigga.
No. Do you know how haplogroups work off letters?
I'm not getting all the letters. I'm telling you what it really is. You could do your own research.
So you don't know shit about it, but you're gonna tell me what it is.
AB
Okay. You said you opened up Pandora's box. So according to haplogroups, according to haplogroups, where do it say Asians and Vedoids and the people in Indonesia are from?
What you mean where they from, dog?
According to what you just said, haplogroups. Where does it say they come from? Their ancestors.
What the fuck? How fucking I thought I was supposed to know random things? I don't. Anyway, guys, AB bloodline.
Listen, y'all, I'm gonna put the picture up on the video so y'all can see what I'm talking about. It's going to distinctly show the line coming from Africa to the Australians and other black people all around the world. It's also going to show you a line going from the Asians to the Native Americans, y'all. Like Brock told you.
People originated from there, but I'm telling you.
No, that's where their ancestors come from.
Where these people that they're talking about came from, which was the first bloodline group, which was the dark people I told you about, and then the second one was AB bloodline, frozen beards people. You feel me? And them people was getting knocked and kicked around Africa before they left. But if you keep listening to Brock, he's just gonna be like, they're just African. You know what I'm saying?
So I want y'all to listen to this. Haplogroup A, right? Also known as AV148 and ACTS2809 and L991 is a human Y chromosome DNA haplogroup. It is the foundational. It is the foundational haplogroup to all known paternal lineages carried by modern humans, and thus is Y chromosomal Adam. Okay? Now,
how you doing,
I want y'all to hear this. It says possible time of origin. Roughly 270,000 years ago, 275,000 years ago to 300,000 years ago. So this is what it says. I want y'all to hear this. Possible place of origin, Africa. It's the only thing listed.
Ain't that what I just said?
I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm going to tell y'all why.
This word Africa so hard.
I
said it the whole time.
I'm going to tell you.
I said Ethiopia specifically.
Okay, but you're saying it
Come on, God.
So you would be African, right?
Ain't that what we've been talking about?
But so why did you say earlier in this very conversation you wasn't?
Well, you can keep redirecting the conversation. What else you want to know?
I'm not. You said you wasn't African, so now I win, y'all. All that I'm Native American, all that I'm Hebrew Israelite, all that I'm Moor, all that I'm ADOS, all that shit over, y'all. Nah, they ain't left yet because these is multiple different videos.
Why you ain't go to the B? Why I say AB? You just saying telling me one thing.
Because there's nothing that says AB.
I don't know what he talking about.
Because there's nothing that says AB, y'all.
I've been saying. I'm telling him his own history, and he a fool, man.
So look, then you go into, then listen.
I tell him history, and he tell me I'm wrong, and find his own. Like, come on, guys.
Are you talking about all right. I found what he's talking about, yo.
This is it for you.
He talking about haplogroup A1B, right?
It could be that.
It don't exist yet.
I'm used to AB.
A1B don't exist yet.
Okay. I don't know. That's what I just said, right? I know AB. You study that long enough, you'll get what I'm talking about, like you always do. Go ahead. Read. Now he trying to take my credit again, y'all. But we'll just let y'all be the judge of that.
I'm looking up haplogroup AB.
And that's all I can do for you, bro. I'll drop jewels, man.
I can't find it, cuz. Hold on.
Well, just keep looking.
Hold on.
Ain't nothing gonna come to you in the second round. Wasn't built in a day, my nigga.
On the second page, cuz.
You already in danger. I said, hey, you said original. I'm good. I don't need to hear no more. You feel me?
But I'm still correct because they come from Africa.
I'm good.
How are you good? It would mean that black Americans. It would mean that black Americans come from who I said the whole time.
Never am I wrong. I've been telling you.
You're wrong because you said they don't come. You said they was in America. They was just
200,000 years ago don't concern me none.
But there's no proof of you being in America 200,000 years ago. Where do you get that number?
I don't know why you so fucking.
Where do you get that number? I'm not. But where do you get that number? Because so listen, y'all.
They got evidence over here.
There is no evidence over here of that. Listen, y'all.
Whatever you say.
He talking about a mastodon bones from 130 years ago, but he's saying.
I don't talk about stuff like that.
I got it on tape. It's coming out. He don't know that, y'all. That's why I said I'm at an advantage.
I know about stuff like that.
Listen, y'all. The next video y'all gonna hear, he talk about a fucking. Wait, is that the last video I just put out? He talking about You started off talking about a mastodon.
So this is the Professor Pac show. And
no, it's not. It's Pac. It's the dumbest nigga in America show.
Right. Like that rat show.
Cuz.
You know the scientist and the rat?
Pac, this is
bad. That's you. You the rat, bro.
Pac, this is bad. All right. Okay.
I'm teaching you.
You're not teaching me shit. You're just trying to take the shit that I've been teaching you for years. So why did you tell me?
Heard you say
So you never heard me say that black people come from Africa?
Like I've been saying, I just told you how long ago it was, and you keep acting like that's all that
and now I'm asking you.
They ain't got nothing to do with
Now I'm asking you, where is your proof of people in America 200,000 years ago?
I mean, like I keep telling you, and you keep yelling. I said they had product like corn. I said they had potatoes.
No. Where is your evidence that they had corn in America 200,000 years ago?
I mean, if you look at Peru, they had potatoes. I think potatoes.
They had potatoes corn. When 200,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So now when I go on here and I look up.
And I told you commerce.
So wait. When I go on here and I look up the oldest person ever found in the Americas, it's gonna say 200,000 years, right?
I don't think it said that. No, but
so again, my question to you is, how do you have proof that humans were in America 200,000 years ago?
They got a lot of bones just around North America that date back pretty like 100,000 and shit like that ago.
So now listen, y'all, we got them again. They have bones that date back 100,000 years in America.
But you keep doing this because you want to tell me 10,000 years ago,
15,000.
11,000.
15,000 years ago is the.
And you don't know that. You just making yourself sound stupid.
Okay, I don't know that, y'all. Oldest bones ever found in the Americas.
And you're going to look it up and it's going to say 10,000, and that just means you didn't really look it up. And then I get to laugh at him later because I don't even got to look it up, dog. I'll tell you the truth. You feel me?
So let's do it in reverse then. I'll go get a cigarette and some more weed for me to roll.
I'll look this stuff up.
Hold on, wait, stop. Why don't you look it up and read it?
Because I already did this research.
So can you do it for us? You can tell us all these things word of mouth, but you can't prove nothing to us. So just prove this one thing to us. So just prove this one thing to us.
Some people need a calculator and some people don't.
No, we don't need a calculator. What I'm asking you is.
Some people need a calculator.
What I'm asking you is the way I can go and look something up that we're talking about, and I can read an article that supports my theory. I'm asking you one time on the show.
Remember when we was in class and you be on a calculator, and I probably don't need it. You know.
I'm asking you a question. Can you do that? Can you produce one article from a scientific journal or anything?
I told you about the mammoth thing last time I was online, and you told me I was right about that.
But that's not proof of I didn't tell you that. Paco, did you not just hear the video I put out? You asked me about the mastodon. You asked me about the mastodon when it first came on. You was like, you said, what do you think about that 130,000-year-old mastodon? Is that enough for you? I said no, Paco. So Paco, what I'm asking you, Paco, what I'm asking you is this. A, they're not talking about modern day humans. That's first and foremost. B, they're talking about how a mastodon's bones were broken a certain way, which could mean people. But like I said in the last video,
you don't know why I'm always right, because you always going back in the past.
Like I said in the last video,
that's very easy for me to do.
I'm making all this shit. Like I said in the last video, they can't find no people around this mastodon's broken bones. They can't find any tools. They can't find any evidence of human civilization. So what that means is that for two people to find a mastodon under the ground and say...
So they look for that and then find nothing else. So what that got to do with anything?
I'm going to say what it has to do with anything. What it has to do with everything. If two people find a mastodon's bones under the ground, and these two people are expert archaeologists, right? And in their humble opinion, this mastodon bones could have been broken in a way that suggests that archaic humans were around.
See how all the shows now
their bones can be, that these bones would suggest that possibly these bones would suggest that possibly human life was somewhere around there 135,000 years ago because of how the bones were broken. There has been no evidence for them to support their claim. Their claim is that these mastodon's bones were broken in a certain way that would suggest that it was done with tools, yet they did not find the tools. So they're saying that. So again, now everybody, if you don't know this, you'll learn it right here.
You're talking about elephants. I'm telling y'all about people.
Listen, y'all.
That's the difference.
So again, the people that they talking about might have broke that mastodon's bones are those same archaic.
And I've been trying to tell this boy about a mastodon forever.
Listen, y'all. And mastodons come from where? Where do mastodons come from?
Where do they come from? North America.
They come from Africa.
In North America.
They come from
and Africa. Nobody know where Egypt is. Egypt is not a thing to me, bro.
Hey, y'all, he don't remember. He don't remember none of this. Matter of fact, I'm not getting sidetracked. They come from Africa anyway. I already looked this up. And I even said it in the previous video. But the point is
I say Egypt because
this is the point, y'all. This is the point, y'all.
That's where it said that. That's where it is.
That's not what it said. But anyway.
I just don't think that's from there.
Anyway, y'all, there is no evidence of any modern day humans in the Americas.
And then they pop up in North America.
Listen, y'all, there's no evidence of any modern-day humans. Well, to get to North America, they had to go somewhere else.
How they skip Africa and go straight to North America, I don't know.
Because they didn't. They would have to go through.
Brock, you're going to turn slow.
Listen, y'all, he said it was in North America second. That's his version. I never said that.
No, that's what the chart said.
The charts don't say that. But anyway, I'm going to go on to what I was just saying. Y'all, listen. There is no evidence of human beings, of modern-day humans in the Americas more than 15,000 years.
My research, bro.
There is no
proof.
No, I have proof of what I'm saying, y'all. They'll tell you that.
I said they from Egypt into America. You ain't telling me nothing, nigga.
Because you can't get to America from Egypt.
It never said it was in Africa. It just said Egypt. It don't say nothing about what you're talking about, nothing. And you keep acting like it do, and that's your fault. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. That could be anywhere. I don't know where the fuck that is. That's some shit they made up today. That's them hiding shit right in front of your dumb ass face. You dummy.
Mm-hmm.
At least have enough wherewithal to say Comet or something, or Moo or something.
Okay.
With Nubia or something, bro.
Just
don't be that stupid.
Little side debate he's trying to start. The mastodon family tree originated in Africa about 30 million years ago. Take a few million years. A population of prehistoric elephants in Africa branched off into a group that eventually included the genus Mammoth, as well as lesser-known ancestral pachyderms, Azogondan, and Zyglodolphin Photon or some shit like that. So
if it's a BBC or National Geographic, anything, bro.
So again, y'all, this is not from National
Geographic. One more cut.
As soon as I looked up listen, I'm not.
Where is it from? Give me the source.
That's why I'm not.
Give me the source.
That's why I'm not going to.
Where's the source? Give me the source. You can't give me the source.
Thought Co. Facts about mastodons. 10 important facts about. When you look up where mastodons come from, it's the first thing on the page. When you just look up, where do mastodons...
Your website that you just looked up.
I didn't look up a website. I put it in a search engine, which gave me multiple results. Okay, so now let me read the second one.
Okay. That's good with me.
Watch out different. Mastodons, live science. Come on.
See how it differs, bro.
I'm just trying to let it load, God.
Just let it differ. That's all you gotta do for me.
Can it load?
If it's any different, I don't want to hear it.
Mastodons were prehistoric relatives of today's elephants. Like their modern cousins, mastodons had tusked black ears and long nose. Both animals, as well as woolly mammoth, are members of the order Proboscidea. A name comes from the Greek word proboscis, which means nose. The difference between mastodons and mammoths. Mastodons and woolly mammoths both look like ancient elephants, but they are separate species. One big difference between them is when they appeared on Earth. Mammoths appeared about 5.1 million years ago in Africa, according to the curators at the American Museum of Natural History in New York.
American Museum of Natural History in New York.
What'd you say?
National History in New York. Okay, bro. I got you. I got it, bro.
Well, man, you can read your own definitions. I ain't saying that one definition is 1,000% accurate.
I got you.
But that wasn't what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about mastodons and mammoths, really. I was talking about your evidence, and I could read that article, and it's cool.
I mean, I watch History Channel now, and all they talk about is like Jesus and how Bigfoot goes
slanted. Who said History Channel? You talking about people doing their own homework.
You said you going from the same sources.
So no, I'm not. What I'm saying is I didn't ask no source. I didn't say what source to go for. I asked, can you produce anything that says human beings, modern-day Homo sapiens, were in America longer than 15,000 years? And I'll listen to you read it like you just listened to me. That's what I said. And you refused to even look it up.
You're just going to tell me it's right, and there's no way it can be wrong.
I'm telling you, you're not going to find it. Is what I'm telling you. It doesn't exist. What you're saying is bullshit. It does not exist. Why do you think nobody in the community of people who say they're original black people have used what you're saying? That there's proof of them being here for 200,000 years. How come no Hebrew Israelite ever said that? How come no more, or none of these people on YouTube trying to say that America's where the black man come from? How come none of these people, Paco?
I ain't heard me say that, but
you just said y'all was here for 200,000 years.
Yeah. So what the fuck? There you go. Yeah,
so my point is,
right and everything.
So my point is, while I roll my blunt, can you
what's that issue, bro?
So what I'm asking you is, while I roll my blunt, can you produce a piece of evidence that states that? You know where to look. We don't know where to look. We dummies.
I'm sorry. I'll look it up. I need time.
See, why you can't do it while you're on the phone? All you got to do is hit the button to go to Google. You right here. Just look it up. I can wait.
I'm waiting. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Now, today is 2020.
Yep.
The oldest pyramid is around 900 BCE in Mexico.
Okay, now, I would tell you that whatever you looked at, because I don't know why they talking about pyramids.
I mean, I went to Google. It's the first, if you go to Google oldest pyramid in Mexico, the first thing that pop up
is older than that.
I mean, that do I need any more proof? Because people was around before this pyramid then just appeared out of space, my nigga. And then the sandstorm ain't making, nigga. Stop being retarded. I'm done. I'm already done.
900 BC is not a long time ago.
You tell me if somebody built the pyramid 900 BCE, am I tripping or is Brock just fucking full?
Paco.
That's it. I'm done.
In 711 BC, the Moors went into Europe.
And I said,
Paco, in 711 BC, the Moors went into Europe, and we know white folks' history ain't that long, right? So you talking about something that happened 200
I'm only telling. I'm telling you about pyramids, bro.
Paco, the Pyramid of Djoser is from 2600 BC. Over 1,000 years older than what you talking about.
I'm only telling you how long these niggas been here.
So again,
it's something. I'm just going by. I'm going by certain things. I ain't done.
Paco, you know 900 BCE is not a long time.
It's not.
Okay, go ahead.
The second one, that's like what? 500,000 years ago with these the pyramids.
Where? What pyramid is 500,000 years old?
I said 5,000.
Okay.
Come on, man.
What pyramid is that?
Cornell.
And what's the date on it?
I ain't get the date yet.
Says 2600 something BC, right?
I mean, that's what they estimated, yeah.
Okay, so
let me see.
Okay, so the Pyramid of Djoser is older than that by the same people's estimation. Again, I
was at Mexico. Give me a second.
I think me and you are losing each other in translation here. I've already granted you 15,000 years.
Oh, no, I knew that.
So why are you going before that? You talking about
I'm done.
3,000 and 4,000 years old. I already told you we have evidence of 15,000 years.
I mean, you shut yourself up with that, but...
No, I'm not setting myself up. My point is this. In Africa, we have evidence of 300,000 years. In America, we have evidence of 15,000 years. I want you to produce for me and my listeners something longer than 15,000 years. Any evidence.
I mean, you got to go back further than that yourself, you dummy. I keep telling you, man. Stop act like you know shit before you say shit.
So again, y'all,
that already give you more time to...
Y'all, there is no evidence. It doesn't exist.
He's a lie.
They would tell you that the oldest person ever found in the Americas is the Luzia woman. And
I just jumped on the phone and looked at my damn phone and said I had some damn pictures. I'll look this shit up.
Find it. I'll wait. Find it. I'm going to be quiet. So I'm going to roll my blunt in peace. I ain't going to say nothing now from here on out till the blunt is rolled. We're going to sit here and we're going to wait for him. And I'm not going to cut this part out. We will be on hold as long as he makes us wait, and that's fine with me. I'm going to roll my blunt in silence, y'all. Let this man find what he's talking about. What he is looking for is a piece of evidence that will prove, or even just not even prove, it's not about proving, but just agrees with him that there's evidence of modern-day humans, us, in America older than 15,000 years. I say there's not. I can read to y'all the evidence of people in Africa 300,000 years ago. Y'all know how many more years that is than 15,000? 280.
I mean, you really sound dumb because you already gave me fucking 15,000 years. I mean, yeah, 15,000 years. You're just fucking dummy.
All right, so now I got evidence from where I'm saying black people come from, 300,000 years old. You don't have to even find nothing. Just show me something. Find anything that says people been here, modern-day humans, longer than 15,000 years, and I'll back down off it.
But you only talking about North America. Do you understand?
Both Americas. You can look up both Americas. The Luzia woman is from South America. She's not even from North America. The oldest person ever found in North America.
Don't make yourself sound smart.
The oldest person ever found in North America is like 11,000 years old. Fuck out of here.
I'm still at 14,000, and when I find something else, I'm gonna let you know.
I'm gonna expedite this process. We're gonna look at the oldest remains found in the Americas. Oldest human remains, and they got a list. They got a whole list, y'all, of the oldest. So we're going to start with the oldest. So it says the oldest confirmed date for an archaeo site in the Americas is 18,500 years and 14,000 years in Montverde site in Chile. So that's the oldest site.
That's where I'm at right now, reading about it. Okay, that's the furthest I got.
Yeah, the Luzia woman, right. That's what that, so if you on that, that's what that's going to be about. That's going to be about the Luzia woman.
I mean, right here, even in that article, it's saying you can go back at least 30,000 years. So, come on, man. You already cutting. That's why I told you cut yourself, you idiot.
They say you can go back 30,000 years.
You dumb, man.
They say you can go back 30,000 years. Now I'm on it. Where it say something about some 30,000 years?
I'm going to go back. You dummy.
It says the Luzia woman, Homo sapien, age 11,243.
Humans.
Okay, go ahead.
It suggested that humans inhabited patches of South America as early as 1,900 years ago. You fucking
1,900 years ago?
Yeah.
1,900 or 19,000?
I mean 19,000 years ago.
And do they have any evidence of that?
I mean, they don't. They scientists. They know.
So I ask you again.
People was there before that. They're not dumb.
Paco,
nobody's dumb, dog.
What I'm explaining to you is you still far off of the number, bro.
You don't get what you be saying, man, and it's ridiculous.
You don't get Paco. You know they found people in Africa.
So they disappeared. Tell me this
No, they came here from Asia. And where do they say those people came from?
What people from Asia, man?
Where do they say
there's many people that came from Asia?
Continue to read the article you were reading. Where does it say they come from?
I'm not in there no more. I'm looking for older, bro. I was thinking like if you want the truth, I'm gonna find something for you that's the truth. I'm already back 1900. They talking about they got settlements.
Where?
It really should be, 30,000. Then they talking about they have settlements there. That's on the article you reading, you damn ass.
Where?
In Peru. What you mean where?
I don't see nothing about no settlement that's 30,000 years old.
They tell you they got bones from the 15,000-year-old person that you're talking about, bro.
And then they said
it's rumored. Then they said it's rumored that it could be up to 30,000 years ago, and that's your dumbass scientist. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Do you not understand?
Paco, are all rumors?
You know how long 30,000 years is, man?
Are all rumors true?
I'm already in the green, bro. No, you don't understand that.
No, you not, because 300,000, you said 200,000 years ago. Prove it. Corny ass nigga.
What? I already did. You did it. I did it.
Yo, can you fucking do math? It's 19,000 years, 200,000 years.
My nigga.
Paco, did you find anything that say that there's proof of them in 100,000, let alone 200,000?
I've seen it before.
Well, find it the fuck now.
You can't tell me to find something now on Google. Fucking cut shit off online, nigga. They cut shit off all the time.
Like I told everybody. Listen, y'all, that shit don't exist. He a liar.
Man,
he's a fucking liar. Just like he called here, bitching, lying, trying to say I did something I didn't do.
Look, trying to connect shit that don't even fucking belong together.
Listen, y'all.
He
said that black people's in America 200,000 years ago. Listen, y'all.
Now since Americans was here for at least 30,000 years, now I'm lying about some old shit we was talking about.
Article and it don't say nothing about 30,000 years.
Now you telling me that got something to since we was around here 30,000 years, that got something to do with you editing tape. Stop being a fool, man. Please. Please. Can you do that for me?
Hear this. Me and other Brazilian anthropologists theorize that Luzia's Paleo-Indian predecessors lived in Southeast Asia for tens of thousands of years.
Why don't this man stick to Lucy?
Hold on, y'all. Neves and Brazilian anthropologists theorize that Luzia's Paleo-Indio predecessors lived in Southeast Asia for tens of thousands of years. Hold on, I'm not done. After migrating from Africa and began arriving in the New World.
Oh, this lady don't know that?
Can I finish? And start arriving in the New World as early as 15,000 years ago. Now, the oldest confirmed date, y'all, listen, y'all, the oldest confirmed date for a archaeosite.
Crazy.
For an archaeosite in America is 18,500 years.
Well, how long? What you say?
The archaeosite is 18,500 years old. The earliest date, like I said, the oldest that they, like I said, the people migrating from Africa went to Southeast Asia, like I told y'all just a second ago when I was talking about Australians.
I know all the stories you're talking about, and you're a fucking lie.
They're not a lie, y'all. That's what went down.
That's what he don't understand. I know what he be talking about.
Yo, listen, y'all. These people. So it says in 1998, Neves and archaeologist Andre Prois studied and dated 11,400 years for the skull of Luzia after naming her. So these people don't even believe she's 14,000 years old. They believe that Native Americans start coming out of Asia just 15,000 years ago. So what I'm telling y'all is this. All I got to do is look up the oldest Homo sapien on Earth, and it's going to tell me it's an African man in Morocco. And it's 300,000 years old, y'all.
They find stuff different every year.
But they've never found a 300,000-year-old person, modern-day human, anywhere but Africa. Never. Nowhere on Earth. They found 200,000.
I think we had a whole conversation about how we was over that side first, but okay.
But that would prove that we're not from here, right? That would prove that we're not from here, right? That we're from
this is for the 100,000th time, probably more than that. This ain't that what I've been saying? I never ever do. You just want to sound right, which making you sound very crazy.
Wait the video that I put out. You said
just put out this one. That's all I want.
I'm gonna put this out because you don't know how ridiculous you sound.
From the beginning, when you edited me out, till right now when you get your butt beat by just saying some weird random stuff.
I'm not saying
30,000 is enough for anybody, and do your own research, and you'll realize they was here longer than that.
And you still have.
Last time we was on the phone, it was 100. Now I gotta find. I gotta find that one.
Say 100,000 years.
Oh my God!
We're talking about 20,000. Can you not fucking count? You don't know the difference between, if I give you $20, is it the same as giving you $100?
I'm talking about, man, you look something up. This ain't nothing that you didn't hear. You just always
saying is you saying it don't make it real to me, dummy. You saying it don't make it real. Prove your fucking statement. Show one person in the whole worldwide internet that agrees with you.
You trying to be right about one specific thing when you're already cut and buried, bro. 30,000 is cut and buried. Cut and buried. Nothing I say make you sound stupider than you thinking we came over on boats 300 years ago, 400 years. That's the dumb shit. You're cut. You've been cut. Hey. Oh, I'm dumb because I thought we came over on 400 years ago. You're right. That's you, bro. That's what you said on boats. Yeah. You sound stupid. Yeah, make yourself sound even dumber. Everything else is me. Everything else that you say out your mouth is me.
So I said, me. That's the Olmecs. I didn't say they was from Africa.
I mean, we both learned that on Hidden Colors 1, I believe, and I took it way further than that. You just kept saying we was from a certain continent or something. I don't know. I took it to America. I started in Africa and went the other way, the opposite way. And then my research led me back to America, which I quickly knew when I was in Japan where the fuck it was. They already was giving me hints and keys, nigga. What are you talking about? This ain't no fucking shit I stumbled across, nigga.
Let me get this right.
What's wrong with you?
So let me get this right. The people,
by the time I got to Japan, I knew what it was, my nigga.
What people have to do with Japan?
I mean, that's the way they would have got over here.
No, it's not.
That's the area they would have been coming from.
How can you say that?
Come on, guy. You just was saying it yourself.
No, I didn't.
Oh, Lord, this man, I'm done. I'm done.
When did I say that Olmec would have been coming? Ainu or Olmec?
Olmec would have to come from the east, bro.
Why? How do you know what part of Africa they came from?
Man.
How do you have this information that nobody else on Earth has? What part of Africa? I don't know that. You saying the Olmecs come from where? Africa, right?
They culture look like it came from the opposite way, though, bro. That's why I'm telling you that. Oh. The culture look like it came from Africa to the east.
So that wouldn't have anything to do with the fact that the people who came in.
You telling me they went from West Africa?
Did I say that they went from any part of Africa? Did I make a distinction? Did I say that they come?
So you don't know neither, right?
I didn't say I did. You said you do.
I never said I did. I
said they would have to come from Japan. I mean, from the east.
The culture would suggest that. Yeah, I said
no,
the culture
but that don't. But no. If we use a little bit of our brain, we could say that. Well, maybe the thousands and thousands of Asians that we call Native Americans brought that shit over here.
I'm saying the culture says that because they had, in my opinion, some beginning to look a little Asian people with them.
No. But those people wasn't with them. Those people came.
I'm not saying they was.
They came into the continent after them. The Olmec.
You don't know that. I don't know that. You don't know that.
I do know that because the Olmec have proof of building things when they weren't building. So, all right, you right. I'll take that back. He right. I don't know that they came in. What I know is that when the black people came, the Olmec people, that's when the building starts. That's what I do know. Ain't nobody built nothing in America before the Olmecs. Nothing.
I ain't saying that.
I ain't saying you did. I ain't saying you did.
I think it's a little bit more primal, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, you don't start seeing shit get built over there until you see the fucking Olmecs come over there. Once the Olmecs come over there, you start seeing stone structures going up all over South America. And then we know that they assimilated themselves within the Mayan, which one is first? Mayan. They assimilated themselves into the Mayan population. So the Mayan population is a mixture of what Olmecs were there in America and Native Americans who at that time in that part of South America.
I mean, I don't know that because Mayans are just regular black people. I do know that because everything the Mayans got come from the Olmec shit. That's what we know. We know that all the Anunnaki shit is found in Egypt and Mesopotamia. The Olmecs had Anunnaki shit. Is the Mayan people just regular black niggas?
There's no such thing as regular black niggas. You only got
like me and you up in America. Do they look like me us up there? Like niggas like we showing them a block?
They wouldn't look like us unless they were exposed to exactly what we were exposed to.
Dummy. Okay.
It's just like Australians.
Now we learning.
Australians look the way they are because
don't know what he's talking about.
Australians look the way they are because they have their distinct.
I mean, I think consensus the minds are just regular black niggas. I mean, I think that's cut God, bro.
So let me ask you. So how come all black people on the planet don't look alike by what you saying?
I ain't saying they did. I said the minds was just regular. I think that is very clear. Like, just be honest with you. I think everybody kind of do a little research near that.
Know what?
That the minds just regular niggas.
No, they not. They Asians.
I mean, they remnants is down south in America. They got Asians. Kicked out of there. Oh my God!
Asians that been in America for thousands.
I never even heard that, guys. I never even heard that. Never even heard that. So. I don't know where your new information from your brain sparked. I don't know what you're talking about.
If they tell you that Native Americans are from Asia,
because they look like that today,
no.
Did they claim that title? What are you talking about?
If they tell you that Native Americans are Asian, what does that mean Mayans are?
Oh my God, man, this nigga is just lost, y'all. He just lost, man. He just don't want to know history. That's it. Don't want to learn history. That's fine. Everything African, I got you.
I didn't say that. I said they came from Asia.
Well, then them niggas were Afros and bears, and then that will make us Asiatics. So there you go. Got some more information for you, Brett. That'll just make us Asiatic, Asiatic black man. But either way, they wasn't what you're saying. They definitely wasn't no Chinese, nothing unless a couple of them was mixed with that. I don't know what you're talking about, but.
What I'm talking about is this. South America.
All the black Indians down south, that's where they said they came from. But, you know, black damn, they don't even believe in the niggas down south know the Indians, so, and had powwows and all that shit.
Just
but, okay.
Black people was inside of Indian tribes.
They know they're indigenous. They know they're indigenous to these lands.
Most of the black people in America
was
in a slave ship don't mean that all of them was. No. Not what it ever said.
Some people brain stay right where it was, and I'm one of them.
If you just look up where Native Americans migrate from, it will tell you it's Asia.
Where who came from? Mayans?
All Native Americans.
And you know, they're two completely separate, different South American and North American are two completely different things, but y'all just heard Brock. This is why I don't take him serious, man.
Different cultures.
At all. No, they're not even the same whatsoever. This guy right here, man, is crazy.
I want y'all to hear this. Native Americans, also known as American Indians, Indigenous Americans, and other terms, are indigenous people of the United States except Hawaii and territories of the United States. More than 570 federally recognized tribes live within the U.S., about half of which are associated with Indian reservations. The term American Indian excludes Native Hawaiians and some Alaskan Natives, while Native Americans are American Indians plus Alaskan Natives ethnicity. U.S. Census does not include Native Hawaiians. Chamorro instead being included in census group Native Hawaiian Pacific Islander. So
I can use my lying-ass ancestors to tell them this.
Okay.
And you need some liars.
The ancestors of Native Americans arrived in what is now the United States at least 15,000 years ago, possibly much earlier from Asia, via Beringia.
I mean, India is Asia, but go ahead.
They ain't from India. They from Asia. They from Siberia.
I mean, I think the people you talking about are from India, but go ahead.
A vast variety of people, societies, and cultures subsequently developed. Native Americans were greatly affected by the European colonization of the Americas, which began in 1492, and their population declined, overwhelmingly due to introduced diseases as well as warfare, including biological warfare, territorial confiscation, and slavery. After its creation, the United States, as part of policy of settler colonialism, waged war and perpetrated massacres against many Native American peoples, removed from their ancestral land, subjected them to one-sided treaties and discriminatory government politics into the 20th century. Since the 1960s, I want to go about the origin. Fuck all this.
Yeah, you're just reading bullshit.
True.
Government issue stuff, man. Sorry. Big brother. My big brother is Big's brother.
It already said they came from Asia, though. I'm correct again.
I told you they call us Asiatics, but I'll let you interpret what you want.
They call us African.
They call well, the niggas in New York say we the Asiatic black man, and I mean, nobody ever said they was wrong. Them 5% niggas in Farrakhan, I mean, nobody ever said they was wrong. I mean, but I guess we learn something new every day that Brock got his own information. Most likely we can't trust that information.
Native Americans come from Asia.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was saying, but hey.
Not what you were saying.
I mean, they all the people you talking about do.
So
for sure. But there's still two different types.
No, it's not.
Even, oh my God, the ones that came from the north and the ones that came from the Pacific, bro.
But there's no
I don't know. What's your problem?
There's no evidence of that.
Oh my God. This is basic stuff. If you just even use your brain, like if your brain poop out a thought, so it could tell you that South America was different Indians than the ones coming up north. If your brain poop a thought. You know what I'm saying?
No, but they all came with this.
No, they're not the same. The ones in Canadian ain't the same as the ones in South America. No.
They're not the same.
No, sir. Not at all.
Because the ones who've been in Canada have been in Canada for however long they've been in there. The ones who've been in South America been there for however long they've been there. And
the ones in South America was taking over a lot of the western states.
It says Americans moved across the continent beginning about 13,000 years ago. Previous genetic work has suggested the ancestors of Native Americans split from Siberians and East Asians about 25,000 years ago. That's when they split from them and started to make their way to what would be a journey of the Bering Strait.
So where are the black people over here that they just ain't exist? No? Even though you say yeah, then you switch it for your argument, you say no.
I didn't say that they didn't exist.
I mean, we got 15 threats.
What I said is this. Yeah, and that's nothing compared to the 300,000 racks in Africa.
I mean, they said 30, and then they probably got, you got to tap on something probably that 30 as well.
Don't you understand that 300,000?
I'm not, listen, man. 30? I don't got time to wrestle with the internet today. I got all this shit around. I don't feel like wrestling with it today. I don't know what Google on. It's 2020. Yeah, 2020. I had shit shut down on me on real life. I don't go through all that shit.
Right here, they break it all down. This is called Science Magazine. 13,000 years ago, previous genetic work has suggested that the ancestors of Native Americans split from Siberians and East Asians about 25,000 years ago. Perhaps when they entered the now mostly drowned landmass of Beringia, which bridged the Russian Far East and North America. Some populations stayed isolated in Beringia and Willerslev, And now sequence one new example, such as the ancient Barrenian 9,000-year-old remains from Alaska, Seward Peninsula. Meanwhile, other groups headed south at some point. Those that journeyed south of the ice sheet split into two groups, Southern Native Americans and Northern Native Americans. Those, at some point, those that journeyed south of the ice sheet split into two groups, Southern Native Americans and Northern Native Americans. And this is what he's talking about, also called ancestral A and B lineages. He's talking about Native Americans, y'all, not black people.
No, I'm not. I never even heard it put on Native Americans. That's you talking about some A, B. That's all you did. They ain't got nothing. You're not even reading about genetics. Like, you the fucking goddamn.
Going to populate the continent.
This nigga that seen A and B and put it to a whole, see?
But you was the one who was saying A line. You was saying
nigga, that can mean A1, B2, nigga. What are you? That's not even in the same ballpark. What are you?
AB.
This nigga talking about letters, y'all. I said AB, haplogroup. This nigga talking about AB letters, my nigga. Stop it.
You said AB. You said A.
Read that sentence you said again.
So
A group of Indians and a B group of Indians separated. What that got to do with what I was just talking about?
So you ain't say AB, your bloodline?
I must be the dumbest shit. Yes, I did. They ain't got nothing to do with what you just read. They ain't got nothing to do with what you just read, bro.
So I can't. So
read that sentence over.
I've never heard of that.
If that's how you put things together, boy, you the far like
by
if A means
genetic
everything A.
By looking for genetic similarities.
So when I learned A in kindergarten, you gonna compare that to AB haplogroup too?
Genetic similarities between far and long samples. Both papers add detail. Some of it is puzzling to this pattern. The 12,700-year-old Anzac child from Montana, who is associated with the mammoth hunting Clovis culture, known for their distinctive spear points, provided a key reference point. Willerself detected Anzac-related ancestry in both the Spirit Cave individual, who is associated with Western stem tools and are traditionally likely older than Clovis, and 10,000-year-old remains from Loga Santa in Brazil. Reich's team found an even closer relationship between the Anzac and the 9,300-year to 10,900-year-old samples from Chile, Brazil, and Belize. Those close genetic affinities at similar times but across vast distances suggest that people must have moved rapidly across the Americas with little time to evolve into distinct genetic groups. So what he's saying is that people in different parts of South America who was found hundreds and sometimes even 1,000 years apart show that they're somehow related. Stemming from what I just told him, they came from the same fucking people. When they split, that's what it just said.
Cool. Why would they split though? Like you just saying a bunch of nonsense. Because one group of people. Why do the NFL owners and the players got to have their own commission? No, you're talking about one group that split into a B, A team and a B team that you read on there, and now exactly that got to do with everything.
What I'm talking about is the
they ain't got nothing to do with the ones in South America, dog. They ain't got nothing to do with the ones in South America.
It just said South America.
Get your facts right, man.
It said in South America. I'll read it again. Those close genetic affinities at similar times but across vast distances suggest people must have moved rapidly across the Americas with little time to evolve into distinct or different genetic groups. Reich teams argues that the Clovis technology must have spurred this rapid expansion, but anthropological geneticists, I'm reading the wrong part, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry. By looking at genetic similarities between far-flung samples, both papers add detail, some of it puzzling, to this pattern. The 12,700-year-old Anzac child from Montana, who is associated with the mammoth hunting Clovis culture, known for the distinctive spear points, provided a key reference point. Willerslev detected Anzac-related ancestry in both the Spirit Cave individual, who is associated with Western stem tools, a traditionally likely older than Clovis, and 10,000-year-old remains from Loga Santa in Brazil. We all know where Brazil is at, right, y'all? So what they saying is that a boy from Montana is related to some guy they found in Brazil.
I mean, these niggas are heavy on the 15 to 20,000 year old niggas in North America and motherfucking South America.
Well,
that's all I've been saying.
All they can study is what they found.
It's gotta be longer, bro. That's what they even tell you in the article.
But it don't have to be 100,000. But the number you're throwing out of there is ridiculous.
Because they playing with you.
Listen. Just listen for 2 seconds. If you are let's just say, for the sake of argument, there's evidence of 30,000 years. Let's just say there is, right? To jump and say double that, maybe. You're tripling and quadrupling.
They said double that.
No. Okay, no. They doubled.
They giving you that.
They doubled 15.
Stupid like you.
Right.
I keep telling you that.
Paco, but they doubled 15, right?
That's only right. Yeah.
Okay, so you tripled 30. You going over?
I've seen some older. That's just not.
When it's not older, you still never produced it. How come you've been on the internet and you can't find nothing that's
older than that? If I was on Google for it, if you give me my certain amount of time to look up something, I can do it. You got to go through a lot of stuff. Humans in California, 100. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I got you right here. Yeah. Now I'm at the right spot. National Geographic, a place that I don't like.
Okay, I'm listening.
National Geographic, humans in California, 130,000 years ago.
Keep going.
Get the facts.
Keep reading. Keep reading.
2 massive down fur balls, whatever, boom, boom.
No, boom, boom. Read that shit, sucker.
What? This is only talking about massive.
Read it.
2 mastodon fur balls, one face up and one face down, are among the remains found at Cerati site in San Diego. You happy?
Okay. And what does it say about the
humans? An announcement sparked a firestorm of conspiracy.
Okay.
Researchers found the size of ancient humans in California between 120,000 years ago and 140,000 years ago. More than 100.
Y'all, they said ancient humans, y'all. Not us.
Oh, man.
Not us.
So we not humankind. Okay.
No. See, y'all, he trying to confuse y'all. The difference between the science community and everybody else, a Neanderthal, listen, y'all, a Neanderthal is a form of human. They're not talking about him. They're not talking about modern. All right, listen, y'all. Listen, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm not even gonna play with him. I'm not even gonna play with him. Since he wanna be a little girl about it, y'all. Listen, y'all.
Now his news telling me he backing up.
Listen, since he wanna be a little girl.
See that, right?
Since he wanna be a little girl and don't wanna read it. He don't wanna read it though. He don't wanna read it because it says archaic humans, not us.
It said it. I'm done.
Listen, y'all. He don't wanna read it because. So I'm gonna find it and read it for y'all.
Once again,
I'm gonna find it and read it for y'all.
I don't know why I'm alive.
Because he won't read the rest of the article. Read the part about what humans they talking about.
They ain't saying what type of humans. They say humans.
Read it. Continue reading.
It don't matter what type of humans.
Why don't it matter?
Because it's dumb.
So if they're talking about Neanderthals, it don't matter?
I don't go to the Soviets and all that. I'm just telling you what the regular scientists are telling you.
I'm not even going to play with him, y'all.
They ain't going to tell you that. They didn't even want to tell you that a month ago. See how we got to get this nigga? Back it down. Back it down. Only common sense to tell you they were here longer than 30,000 years ago. You're a fucking dummy.
Listen, yo, I'm gonna read this y'all because he being a fucking sucker.
Thank you.
Because he can't read, first of all, and he being a sucker.
Thank you, Lord. I'm
gonna read it because the article. He don't want to read it, y'all, because it clearly says they're not talking about us. They're talking about archaic.
I don't got whatever the video is. They humans in this show.
But they not you. You
just
said
take the videos or nothing. I'm just telling you whatever.
So where's the proof that? So why are they saying that the oldest
proved my point? They proved my point.
How did it prove your point if they're not talking about you?
Lucy, no.
See, y'all, listen to what he's doing, y'all.
They not.
The article just said that Lucia was fucking. Listen, y'all. Listen, y'all. The article just said Lucia was 15,000 years old. Now he's saying that they're talking about Lucia.
Was 130,000 years ago. To 140,000. My 200,000 is right on par.
No, it's not.
Get him out of here. Get him out of my face. Get him out of here, you go. Cousin, boy.
All right, let me read it to y'all. Let me read it to y'all because this corny nigga wanted to try to steer y'all astray.
I did, y'all. This National Geographic.
And I'm on the same thing. I'm on the same thing, y'all.
I know you are. I didn't put down my phone.
Y'all, he wouldn't read no further than this part. I realized that, listen, Rewrite the story of humankind. I realize that 130,000 years is a really old date and makes our site the oldest archaeological site in the Americas. Says
I'm not reading something I know.
Says study leader Tom Demir, a paleontologist of the San Diego Natural Museum, whose team describes their analysis today in Nature. Of course, extraordinary claims.
He made me sound stupid on the last episode, guys, and just to prove himself wrong now.
Of course, extraordinary claims like this require extraordinary evidence, and we feel like the Cerruti Mastodon site presents evidence. To be clear, the team has not found human bones at the site. But as Demir and their colleagues I'm not done. I'm reading. You just talking.
They telling you what they know with their mind, bro. I don't know what you know, but
just let me read.
It's common sense.
Shut up. Let me read.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
And shit. Stop being scared.
Go ahead.
Demir and his colleagues tell it their evidence. A mastodon skeleton, bone flakes, and several large stones shows that an area was a bone quarry where an unknown hominin allegedly smashed fresh mastodon bones with stones.
You that unknown hominin, dummy.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Okay.
Where's the evidence for that?
You wanted to be the Native Americans. They telling you.
It's not them either.
It's you dumb
They
fuck.
already expressed that the oldest Native Americans are 15,000 years
dumbass
ago.
over there. That's you over there.
It's an archaic human, brother. And the reason I know it's an archaic human, y'all, because...
I wanted you with pterodactyl legs, nigga.
Where an unknown hominin, not you, allegedly smashed fresh mastodon bones with stone hammers, perhaps to extract marrow or to mine skeleton for raw material. However, many of the world's leading experts in American archaeology have already expressed some form of skepticism to the paper's claims. Some have rejected it outright. The earliest occupation of the Americas is a highly contentious subject, says University of Southampton archaeologist John McNabb.
My gloves ain't flopping.
The date of the find at 130,000 years ago is a really big ass for archaeologists who are used to talking about 12...
I'll let my white boys tell you. Go ahead.
Archaeologists who just shut the fuck up. Dang.
No, it's over.
You're a big fucking baby.
Ain't I?
Yeah, you're a cold hoe, I can tell.
Big baby Pop Liller.
Wrong, though. It just told you that they're not talking about you, dickhead.
I don't care who they talking about, my dude.
So what I'm explaining to you is this. You don't come from them.
You get to claim Lucy, I get to claim regular niggas. That's how we work that. That's how we work there. That's how we work this, man. I get to claim my niggas on the block, yo.
Paco,
let me do that,
Paco, you so stupid, it's sad. I feel sorry for you.
I'm bad man, I know.
Paco, the people that is 300,000 years old in Africa is not Lucy. They're modern-day humans like us.
Well, we want Lucy over here neither. They just ain't telling you what they look like.
Because they never found them. They didn't find any people.
Because they don't want to tell you.
Oh, my God. Y'all hear this, right? They told us about 300,000 years ago. Listen, y'all. They said, listen, I'm going to show y'all something else.
That's National Geographic. If you think that's the only thing I found when I found it on my own, bro, you done lost it, yo.
Bruh, they didn't say anything. They're saying that. So let me ask y'all this. That's not where I found it at. I'm telling you where. If certain people are saying they don't believe it, and these people saying they do believe it.
So I need to be the scientist. What you're telling me, you're right.
What I'm asking y'all is certain people saying that they don't believe it, and other people saying that they do. And the only people,
you're right.
The only people who really saying they believe it is the people who found it and would like to be notarized as the oldest site in America.
I mean, that's where the cradle of life and stuff like that is over there in Peru. But you know,
now the cradle of life is in Peru, yo.
No, that's what the place is called. You check it up, look it up yourself. Look it up yourself. They got all those names. The hand of God. It's just mountain ranges that they carved into, and they made it look like certain things. They trying to tell you where like the humanity birthed in America, but. And that was but Brock don't he just want to act like everything is from Africa and everything that we wasn't here for hundreds of thousands of years and shit. And I just let you go about your day, but no, you want to argue me. You want to argue with me. Shit that already done discovered. I told you about your little Egypt.
I want y'all to hear.
And
y'all, his proof.
I'm done.
His proof, y'all, is a mastodon's
everything I said is 100.
Listen, y'all, his proof is a mastodon's bones with no people around it.
This man got me telling y'all history from hundreds of thousands of years back, and I ain't miss a beat.
Listen, y'all, his proof is a mastodon's bones with no people around it.
I don't talk about Mastodons. I told you about them folks.
They said they ain't say nothing about no.
I know Mastodons came from America, like you just told me, but
Paco,
you know,
Paco, they didn't say nothing about no people in America. All they said was that a Mastodon's bones was broken, and the people who found it believed that it was done by archaic human, an ancient human, not us.
My Negroes, yep.
Nah, Paco. But wouldn't it be more of them if they were?
That's who was over here. I thought you admitted that it was just us alive at that time.
But before,
no, it wasn't. It wasn't just us.
Paco,
okay.
But before we got here, Paco. All right, look, I'm gonna give you. He want me to tell you.
He said this stuff, but he always got to go back on his own philosophy.
I will tell y'all my philosophy. You want me to give y'all my philosophy? I give y'all my philosophy. This is my philosophy.
When I tell you it's my philosophy, it'd be right, but...
Listen, y'all, this is my philosophy. We know for a fact that Neanderthals was in California 40,000 years ago. If there was any other hominid...
I taught you that.
Listen.
That's not my philosophy. I did that.
Yo, if there was any...
Facts.
So how come nobody bred with them?
How come you ain't what? Give me a credit.
How come no people in America bred with those Neanderthals?
I keep telling you that was not nowhere near the culture you discussed.
So you telling me you know the culture from 40,000 years ago?
Yes, I do.
Where'd you find that out?
Yes, I
People
do.
wasn't writing 40,000 years ago.
Nah, they was living like a Hebrew type of
Hebrew didn't
lifestyle.
exist 40,000 years ago.
I ain't say it did I? I said a type of like Phoenician type of
Phoenician didn't exist 40,000 years ago. You keep naming cultures and religions. You naming cultures and religions.
That's the culture they follow.
Nah, they didn't have that. No, why you saying probably? You just told me you knew what the culture was 40,000 years ago.
I ain't say I did specifically, but...
So I'll ask again. Why didn't they mix with them people? You said it was the culture.
I told you that wasn't their religion.
So what religion did they have 40,000 years ago?
A type of Hebrew.
Incorrect, y'all. Hebrew does not go back 40,000 years. He is completely off. Who is crazy, y'all? Listen, y'all, I want y'all to know something. I want all y'all to know something. Religion.
I never said it was
y'all,
that.
religion is not even 10,000 years old.
If I say a type of culture like that, and you keep saying it's that culture, who's the dummy?
You say you naming cultures.
I said a Phoenician style Hebrew culture.
And where did you learn this from? Where did you learn this from?
Ain't that what Indians follow now? But Brock don't know that.
Nah, Native Americans don't follow Hebrew culture.
You see, they smash who they want. Some of them, they.
Do Native Americans even all follow the same culture?
No, not at all.
Right,
it's thousands and thousands and thousands but they all do follow a similar Hebrew culture, yes. Most of them. I'd say about 70% of them did follow a Hebrew-style culture since hundreds of thousands, like 100,000 years ago.
100,000 years ago?
That might be too much, but like I said, this culture is where the samurai, they said some people from the further east came and told them. That's the kind of shit they was following. They've been following that.
What I'm saying,
I learned that from different things, different documents.
But what document do you have to tell you that?
I showed you where a sword came from, the broadsword.
What document? You didn't show me that. You showed me a wooden joint, but you ain't show me.
Yeah, that's the real sword. That's the first sword.
No, well, all right. I mean, you might be right. I don't know. I don't know about if it was the first.
And that's from Mexico.
I don't know what by definition what dictates something is a sword.
And they will wear like samurai chest armor.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. What I'm saying is this. How do you know what the culture was that you couldn't have sex with archaic humans 40,000 years ago, but people was doing it all over the world, everywhere else?
I mean, that I actually heard on videos, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but
when people was talking about these kind of things.
I mean, you used your brain and you believed it because you recited it to me. What I'm asking you is, how would they know that?
I mean, they didn't say that specifically. They just said in that Pacific, like, they wouldn't even smash each other if they wasn't right, so...
So you know, like,
obviously they won't smash the Neanderthals.
Do you know what an Eskimo brother is? Like a real Eskimo brother, not like the shit they talk about in movies?
I mean, I really don't know. I've seen them, you know.
What I'm saying is that was part of the Eskimo culture. That when a traveler come, that was your people, he could sleep.
I think they belong to my granddad's side of the family, right? Native Americans, yeah.
When another Eskimo came and he had traveled a long way, and you put him up for the night, and you gave him bedding and shit, he was allowed to sleep with your wife. That's what an Eskimo brother is.
I don't know about them.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why we don't lock people in as what they are with what culture they follow.
No, I ain't sure they was doing nothing, culture, nigga.
What I'm asking you is where in the Hebrew Do they talk about?
I'm just telling you what's real and what's real, bro.
No, you're not.
I don't know why you don't like that.
No, you're not, because some of them people was here before those religions even existed, and you ain't gonna tell me nothing.
But they still had culture. Do you understand?
Because just a few thousand years ago it was Canaanite.
I don't know what it was called.
Just a few thousand years ago it was Canaanite, and Canaanites followed Moorish traditions. They were not.
I mean, Hebrew. That's not even a real name. I don't know what.
Canaanite is a real name. The place was called Canaan. If you come from Canaan, you're a Canaanite.